was this one time that we were in Japan, and it was March 13th, 2011, and we were witness to history when the biggest earthquake, or the third biggest earthquake in recorded history, struck Japan. We were in Tokyo. The guys were on stage doing a sound check, and I was in the backstage with our tour manager. We first started feeling it shake, and my first thought was, "Oh wow, it's an earthquake." And I was like, "Oh, should we get out of here?" But then I was like, "Well, we're in Japan, and the whole Ring of Fire thing. They know how to build buildings here, and they're used to this stuff. So if there was a serious problem, someone would come and get us. Like, if this is fairly normal here. Earthquakes happen, so don't worry yet too much." And then this Japanese sticks his head in the room, and he's like, "Yo, let's go!" Nah, he didn't say that, but he was like sticking. He's like, "Woo!" And we're like, "All right, let's go." So we all had to run out. And all the buildings emptied out into the streets, and it was scary. Where we were, it was like a 5.5, and then come to find out later that there was the tsunami in Sendai, which was 500 miles north of where we were, or whatever. I'm not sure exactly how far. 20,000 people died, and you're participating in a part of history that is going to be a fairly, it's going to be a really bad memory. So I had gotten into the hotel, and we had, everyone setting cups of water on the table, because you kind of felt like it was moving for the next day, day and a half afterwards, or a couple days afterwards. And we played. Then the next day, we didn't fly the next day. We had the day off, right? Yeah, we had the next day off, and so there was a day to do nothing. The day after the earthquake, we flew the following day, and there was aftershocks the entire time. So you're sitting there, not sure if you're feeling the earth moving. So you're sitting there just staring at the cup of water. All my clothes, I had my bag at the end of there's a small little hallway where you pass the bathroom. I had my bag right by the door, and there was clothes that set out leading up in the order in which I would have to put them on to get out. In case, because there were aftershocks for the day we left. We were at the airport. There was an aftershock large enough to make the ceiling, the lights hanging down, shake around and make a bunch of noise. So that's probably the most frightening touring experience that we have. Probably the earthquake in Japan.